For this week's MoCo Minute, we're talking about Long Branch getting a new statewide recognition. So I'm joined by Long Branch Main Street manager Jacob Gray here to talk about what this means for local businesses in the Long Branch community in Montgomery County, residents, and the future of this community. Thank you so much for being here.
You got it. Thanks so much for having me.
Yeah, so congratulations. This is exciting for people who may not know what Main Street, Maryland actually is. Just explain that.
Yeah, sure. We'll step back just one bit. Main Street is actually a larger initiative. It's a nationwide initiative supported by Main Street America. And it's really an initiative that's also really built around an approach for community and commercial business district revitalization. And so there are lots of states and communities. I think there's about 47 of the states and about 1,900 communities across the United States that are designated as a Main Street community, meaning they are recognized as being a community and a business network that is really demonstrating a commitment, a coordinated effort, and real progress towards sort of neighborhood and community revitalization. In Maryland, there are, I believe, 27 main streets, but in Montgomery County, we only have two. So we're the second of two main streets and communities in Montgomery County to be designated a main street, Tacoma Park, and now the Long Branch neighborhood. So
Yeah.
it's really, it is a special designation. And it really is a recognition, I think, of the community itself and the work that residents and organizations and the businesses have been doing that have brought us here to this designation.
Yeah, Jacob, that's definitely a proud moment, for you as for me as well, just being a Montgomery County resident and a Tacoma Park native. So, what does this mean for Long Branch? Because, Long Branch is like that, you know, space where, those in Tacoma Park and Silver Spring, it kind of, connects both cities.
Yeah, yeah. So as you mentioned, Long Branch is a community. We have a small commercial district with about I think about 40 or so businesses, and we're about halfway between Tacoma Park and Silver Spring. And what does it mean for us? As I mentioned, this work builds on quite a bit of work that has been done by multiple organizations, but largely by Montgomery Housing Partnerships, MHP, which is where I work. They had been working with the Long Branch Business League, formed that back in 2014. And a lot of this work is just going to build on that. What the Main Street designation does is it really formalizes this group of businesses, residents, organizations into an entity that can drive and represent the community and the businesses for continued revitalization and growth and development. What the community will get out of this is, I am now their first full-time, 100% dedicated Main Street manager committed to helping support the community and businesses drive revitalization of the neighborhood and the commercial district. It also makes me like we now have a point of contact for the states and for the county for us to work with around new resources, grants, technical assistance, and support to the businesses to grow.
And for those folks who've never been to Long Branch, it is an experience, beautiful art, and I'll make sure that we show it. What do you say to viewers who might be interested? How does it set itself apart from other communities in Montgomery County or Maryland?
Yeah, I think that what's really interesting about Long Branch is it's sort of a hybrid of Tacoma Park and the Silver Spring downtown area. It has that real community, family, neighborhood feel that you get sometimes in Tacoma Park, but with a lot of diversity. We have an Ethiopian community and several Ethiopian businesses. We have some fantastic restaurants that serve food from Central America and South America. So we have a large Latino and Hispanic population here. So you get a little bit of like bringing the cultural diversity with the family feel of Tacoma Park, a sort of space, and you kind of get Long Branch. The other thing you get here is these beautiful natural resources. We have beautiful parks, and we have also a lot of green space wedged between Sligo Creek and Long Branch, so lots of trails. And we take advantage of that. I think for people who want to come and visit us, please come. There's restaurants, but most importantly, we do an annual Long Branch Festival. That's going to be in September 18th and 19th of this year. And it is in one of those beautiful green parks. It's across from some of the restaurants I spoke to. And it's a way for you to really get a sense of that sort of family community feel and the beauty of Long Branch.
Yeah, and if you want some authentic food, like you mentioned, definitely visit Long Branch for sure.
You've got it.
Yeah, last question. I've got to ask, the purple line, it's right there, that construction. With that coming soon, what do you envision for Long Branch, like, years from now?
Yeah, I mean, the purple line has been both, I think, a challenge, but is, as we can imagine, a huge opportunity. A lot of the businesses were affected by Purple Line construction, and we've had a great partnership with Purple Line PLCC and also other organizations to help those businesses really sort of rebuild. And some of that's very physical, like helping to rebuild signage and that type of work. What the purple line is going to bring, we hope, is more people to come through and really find out how amazing Long Branch is. The big change is that one of the areas that surrounds Long Branch is that there's a lot of small businesses, and so it's a really important area for entrepreneurship and small business development that's been recognized by the county, and they're working on an East Silver Springs communities plan, which includes Long Branch. And a lot of that's going to sort of change a little bit about attracting new investment and growth to the community. So what we anticipate is new investments, new growth, new businesses that diversify and meet the community's needs. We're going to work on that. But just to say this, we're also very pro small business and anti-displacement. So growth, modernization, but protecting and making sure that our small businesses and the community, and also, I suppose, the residents are not displaced by that growth.
Absolutely. Thank you. Well said. Thank you so much, Jacob, for sharing a part of the community with us, Long Branch. If that's it, do you have anything else to say?
No, I think that's it. As I mentioned, we really encourage everyone to come down and visit. We have an office now that's open. So if you have uh, ideas or you want to stop in and say hi and learn about Long Branch, I'm here. So come down, meet with me, enjoy the restaurant, spend some time in our green spaces. And we really appreciate you taking the time and the recognition of this great designation that we've been able to achieve.
Thank you so much, Jacob. Thank you for your time.
You got it.